Morning, sweetie babies. We're off to the park pavilion because it's too dang hot. Oh, we're going past the robin's nest. They always act injured. It's too hot inside, so we're having line dance lessons in the park pavilion. Yes, I said line dance lessons, which might be funny to some people that have ever tried to see me do it. So I thought I'd tell you a couple of hilarious stories about line dancing my earlier life. And the reason I think line dancing is so hilarious is back in the olden days, maybe I was 30 or so, and I worked for a software development company. And this is back in the days where it was copy to floppy and run it down the hall. So it was late 80s. And I had, my customers were banks and credit unions and yada yada. And I had mostly customers in places like Indiana, Georgia, Texas, yada yada. And so I would have user group meetings, and people from my company and I would fly down and put on presentations. And I had a two-piece business suit in every color with matching pumps. And anyway, we're in Atlanta, and after a big conference during the day with, a couple of 200 or 300 people, I don't know, it was big. And then that night we had a banquet in this, ballroom in a conference center somewhere. And I was seated next to older gentleman that looked like a, business type. I was one of the young sales team, so I was going to set the pretty girls next to the older guys, and I'm making chit-chat and prospecting or whatever it is. And no, I'll just tell you this one quick story about the other reason I remember this guy. Morning. Lovely morning before it gets too warm.
I think it's going to, don't you?
It might today, yeah.
It's supposed to.
So anyway, oh yeah, that one other thing this guy told me that has gotten me for the rest of my life, because, my grandma's boy didn't come home from Montana after the Korean War. Anyway, and a lot of boys didn't come home after Vietnam and Korea, and, a long history of war. So, anyway, this guy says to me, when he finds out I'm from Montana, he said, yeah, I was in the service or in the war with a guy from Montana. And he said he was the most homesick guy I ever met. So yeah, you hear that, and then you know that our boy didn't get home to Montana. Anyway, I had a nice dinner with the guy. We're chatting. After dinner, the music strikes up. And, I danced. I grew up dancing. My parents danced. Anyway, so Yeah, so anyway, they start line dancing, and I'm like, well, how hard can it be? So I jump out there and I'm hopping around. And then I come back and sit down by the guy, and he looks at me and he goes, what was that? So anyway, I always thought that was hilarious. And then when I get to, there's the ladies over there. They're already gathered. Then when I get to Nevada, where the Buckaroos live, you know, the Cowboys with all the Spanish influence and the big flamboyant boots and glad bags, and I see this bumper sticker that says, real cowboys don't line dance, Buckaroos won't even want. But I've told them the whole grimy story of my line dancing ride, so it's
Okay, so if you want to, we'll just go right here. I see the biggest problem you have is the, hi Pumpkin. Hi Sugar Plum. How are you today? Is the jazz. Yeah. Princess. The jazz will always be right over there. That does not change. Sometimes a dance does come out and take different, but for the most part, it's Friday, Wednesday. Wednesday. And if you count to four, hi baby.
They're all super friendly, but
Yeah.
we try to keep them out of your business.
Well,
We'll try not to step on.
yeah. Okay, so it's just right over the left.
Good catch, lady.
Keep going. So you could feel comfortable when I say jazz, and you know that that's what you're going to do. Now remember when we do the jazz with the turn, and see what's happening. You can see this. I taught you, you think I'm stopping.
They switch balls. You say,
And I'm not. So when I say keep going, that's what I mean.
Okay,
Just
just
keep
keep on
keep
there.
on going. Just right over there. But the biggest thing I can see is when you come out of the step and you try and get into the jazz, you stop and think.
Right, because I'm trying to think, am I left, right?
Okay, now we're going to do this with the turn.
Oh my gosh, that was 2 solid hours of hitches and shuffles and box steps. So, yeah, turning over a new leaf in life. When you're my age, you haven't had anybody to dance with a long time, so you just as well learn to line dance. See you, sweeties. See you out there.